So the question is, can you visit Rome on a budget? Our Rome vlog is going to go over that exact question, and we're going to answer it for you. Slow Travel Nomads, Paul.
Brooke?
Our idea of a budget is anything between $1,500 to $2,000 US per month in total.
Yes.
So with that in mind, can you budget travel Rome? So the very first thing we're going to talk about are Rome attractions and things to do in Rome. Brooke?
All right, we're gonna go with like the Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps, the Roman Forum, of course, the Colosseum, and the Pantheon.
Yep. And those are just some of the, very well-known famous ones that you can go see. Obviously, they have way more sites you can go see. All right, and now we're talking the cost of those things to do in Rome, okay? So if we're just talking the sightseeing and the attractions, from the math I had rung up by checking them all and adding them all up, that would have cost us combined over €400 to go see literally everything.
Yeah.
So my advice and travel tip for you guys is to just pick, even though there's a plethora of stuff that's worth seeing, obviously, pick what you really, really want to see and isolate it to that.
Yes.
However, also, I need to mention that there are a couple of the sites that are a royal pain to go see. Mind you, we were there the last week of February, dead season.
Supposed to be at least.
It wasn't dead. It
No.
was jam-packed,
So many people.
which really blew our minds.
Big time, yes.
But the truth is that thanks to that, places like the Pantheon and the Sistine Chapel, which unfortunately we didn't get to go see,
Unfortunately, no.
because they require you to purchase ahead of time online.
Weeks in advance.
Yeah, they recommend at least 3 weeks in advance. You can't just show up at the door and be like, okay, I'm ready to pay for my ticket,
We tried.
because that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, nope.
Okay, so there's a pro travel tip for you when it comes to Rome right there. And just in case you're a little visually disoriented right now when we're talking about Rome, we are actually in our first location of the entire season of the Balkans travel that we're going to do. And we're going to be showing you some hints about where we're at. See if you can guess in the comments below as far as where we ended up to start this whole thing. But I'm going to give it back to Brooke now because we're going to talk about your accommodation costs when you budget travel Rome.
Now, the lowest we found was €45 to €50 a night.
Yeah, that's basically the lowest that we could find, and it's a little bit just barely out of what you would call Rome proper. But thanks to their their stellar transportation systems that they have in place, you can get to like main Rome pretty easily. So $45-50 a night, that's usually a lot more than what we like to spend, but that's what you can expect when you budget travel Rome. And when visiting Rome on a budget, you are definitely going to want to look at their public transportation that I mentioned beforehand, because the public transportation there is pretty damn good.
Oh, yes.
To get from the airport to the city proper, that costs about $16 for both of us, okay? Now, getting around the city itself, back and forth from our accommodation, we comboed between the metro train and then the bus system. And honestly, you're talking, I think it was $1.60 each. And with that, they had a nice little caveat. If you purchased one card for it, then from there, as long as you used it within the next, I think it was 60 minutes or 90 minutes, you could literally then use the same thing for, like, say, all right, you purchased it for the train. All right, now within the next 60 to 90 minutes, you can then also use it on the bus without having to pay an additional fee.
That's amazing.
That is a good, cool system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've been following us since the beginning, you'll know exactly what that is.
Surprise. Yay.
But continuing on with visiting Rome on a budget, next we're going to cover those food costs. Now, since we were there for a very brief period, we didn't bother with the whole, grocery shopping.
Right.
We just ate out. And you want to tell them about that?
All right, so we went to this one place with a pizza, and it was like €2 to €3 each. Now, these pizza, it was god awful.
I'm telling you,
It's not very good
I
at
mean,
all.
you think of Italy, one of the main things we were looking forward to about that was, oh my God, the food is going to be so
amazing.
delicious.
It's going to be so amazing.
Well, not when you're doing budget travel, apparently, because These were just so damn greasy and usually been sitting out for a minute, but it will feed you in a pinch.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but it just got awful.
Yeah, and then we also tried some other stuff. What was it?
We also tried lasagna.
Yeah.
That was also not very good either.
It was all right, but I mean, honestly, I mean, her mom, I've had her mom's lasagna, I've had my mom's lasagna, and kind of
1,000% better.
Kind of was way better.
Yeah.
So we can't speak to the higher end stuff, but we did go by a couple places just to kind of eyeball it, and holy crap, you're talking like $20 per person, and I'm sorry, that we all know that ain't budget.
No.
I'd like to take this opportunity to remind the audience that I have a Shopify store up with all these 4K travel photos up for digital download. So if any of these Rome photos interest you, or I have a bunch of other ones on there, please stop by and help support our channel by purchasing a digital download of one of our 4K travel photos. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this Rome vlog also wants to cover the miscellaneous costs of things that may or could pop up. We got sticker shocked because we just got back from 6 months of Southeast Asia travel, right? All right, so the last place we were for a while down there was Siem Reap, Cambodia. Down there, I could get a carton, which is 10 packs, for what it cost me to buy the 1 pack. So there's that sticker shock. Also, we would spent the last, 9+ months in 90-degree heat pretty much at all times, right? Needless to say, when we got to Rome, we were freezing our asses off, okay?
And we ended up getting sick.
And yeah, the shock apparently was too much for the body, so I got real sick. And so therefore I had to go to this pharmacy and purchase some cold and sinus meds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, except for the fact that a box of them, which was only like, 10, 12?
12, yeah.
Was €12 each. You're basically paying €1 per pill.
Right.
So can you visit Rome on a budget? Yes, you can.
Yes.
But the thing is that I would highly recommend you do exactly what we did. Get in, get out.
Exactly.
All right? Just normally we're all about slow travel and budget travel to come in a combination because it makes for the best experience.
Yeah.
But honestly, Rome is one of those places you just get in, see what you came to see, get out.
Yes.
Perfect example is with all the photos that we've shown you throughout this video, we did not pay one admission to any place.
Nope.
Okay? Just know that even though it's the dead season of, the final week of February, that didn't matter.
No.
Okay? Rome has no dead season.
It does not, no.
So I can only imagine, based off of what we saw there, what it'd be like during peak season in the summer.
It would be ridiculous.
Oh my God, you'd be like, hi guys, this is fun.
Right, exactly.
Oh
Not
no,
fun at
thank
all.
you,
No.
pass. So there's how you do Rome on a budget. So I guess the real question that we need to address and get out of the way is, how in the hell did we end up in Rome? So the short of this is that we were looking to escape Bali. If you know, you know. We had to get back up in this part of the world so that way we can get ready for the spring and the summer and the early fall. So when we were looking up the flights from Bali, strangely enough, Rome was the most affordable flight.
Who would have got? Who would have thought?
So 17 hours later, between the initial flight to Doha, Qatar, and then Doha all the way to Rome, there we were. And we figured since we were already there anyways, it's a bucket list destination. We all know it. So why not?
So here, the whole thing is, when in Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome. So we hope that you found value in this Rome blog and that we answered your question of can you visit Rome on a budget?
Yeah.
Yes, you absolutely can. So at this time, we want to ask you to join us on the next leg of our adventures as we do the Balkans one more time.
One more time.
We got a bunch of new locations, a couple of familiar ones,
Yep.
and it's going to be a heck of a season and a heck of a ride, guys, and we hope that you join with us.
Yes, please join us with all along this wonderful, wonderful journey.
Yes. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get ready for a heck of a budget travel journey, guys. Stay tuned for one of these videos that are popping up on the screen now. We'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.